Hey everyone, Goku-san DBZ here, and yeah, it's actually been a while since I've actually made a video, and since the last time I made one of these Let's Play videos, I have probably soaked in over 20 hours into the Crave. You don't see too much of a difference overall in this world, as I showed before stuff like in the past with growing melons, pumpkins, and stuff, and where I had like this railway and stuff, and I was going to start something on this level. Then of course you go in here, like I think I've shown before, been working on this where the trail would end. Relatively simplistic and basic overall. Still, I like it for what it is. Doorway here, where you can go down here, and basically, oops, my bad. I'll quickly rebuild that before I go on, because that's my mistake. Come on, where are you, doors? Don't you just hate when you lose track of something? Windows, there it is. And we'll use it to replace the lava. Oops. There we go. But yeah, it's just basic little small room. Basically gonna use for storage and stuff. Then have these two sides which lead to a stairway and then a small little ladder that leads right outside. Double-sided right by my original build, which I did this a while back. I need to eventually get around to finishing up the work I was doing in here. As you can see, a little window, because go here, just a small basic little there's storage room. Then here, which is where I stopped to start working on a large bit of underground section right here, which is decent size and does have some potential. But with that said, it's time to show what I've been working on for well over 20 hours now. And why I still haven't finished this yet, I'm not sure. But with that said, just a few things I still need to eventually get around to completing down here. And then ends right here with like a little step and stuff. Then two sides branch here, which eventually may lead to some, maybe, maybe not. Not quite sure. And of course, my original, very first builds in this game back in about 5.5 years ago. Then this area, which I blew up, which eventually I plan on doing some stuff with. And yeah, this is going to be a sort of well-lit, which you already saw back in a past video. I was starting to build this, but now you're going to see it is complete, as you can see. And it will go all the way down. Also, I finished the basics on the outside of that little tower, if you will, which is actually made of diamond. And that off the distance is my current little project, which I'll show you in a bit, as I'm slowly building a small little underground town or city, if you will, and then eventually get back to my other builds that I need to finish. But this just had my passion recently, because I've never actually tried to build an underwater city before. Basically just basic cobblestone, which I still need to add steps for. Why I ended up making 4 blocks I'm not quite sure. In depth. But yeah, now we are officially under the water. So welcome to the first part of my underwater place. As you see, I add just a few glass windows here. I went with the black tinted, and then also see underneath, though you can't really see much. And then this opens up to the basic start, though there's still a few things to finish your near touches on in this room. But it is cool. I thought I'd try something a little different with the lighting system. I need to finish a few more things here and there. As you see, made that way you can see over at the small tower that goes above the water. And yeah, this is sort of like the basic floor you start at, then go upstairs. I decided to actually make this feel a little bit more like a office place or something. One of the weird reasons I chose, for some reason, the green metal and stuff. Just basically here, just lay into a small little room. It reminds me a bit more of a lab or something, of some of the old RE games for some reason. And then has stairways going down to the next level down. And yeah, as you see, I actually built a small little aquarium with lighting and some plant life with a bunch of tropical fish. Just trying a few new ideas and things out here and there. Of course, lighting here, nothing really here, but you can appreciate at least the scenery with the small little lit, then with a little glass to look down. Then we go down the steps to the bottom floor. Total, this ends up about 4 floors. These may end up like small storage areas, not quite sure. And then a lit doorway with more glass, of course. And then get into the very long hallways I constructed to divide off the buildings. I have 2 small doorways that go on each side down there, which are going to lead to eventual other construction stuff. I haven't decided yet what I want to do overall design and look-wise of them. But I wanted to do a few interesting things here and there. Quickly show you, this leads to a bit larger open area here to that underwater original generated underwater ruins and stuff. Still got a lot to do here. I try to get reasonably well. And of course it took me a while to get all this freaking drained with sponges. I probably, just to drain a lot of the stuff I have so far here, I've probably put in about at least minimal 2.5 hours just draining the water, which was quite annoying. Eventually probably do away with this stuff. But then you have eventually here a small little cave I discovered when I was clearing some stuff, and I'll have it just lead to a small little underwater cave for the future. And I'll plan on building some, either a stairway or ladder, some just so you can go up, and I'll plan on augmenting some of this build up here. Had to also drain all the water and stuff out, obviously. But yeah, I wanted to try some new stuff, and of course this leads here to the tower, and there. And this is what it looks like. And that's what it looks like under the water, the big building. And off to the side there, you see some I've been working on, which I built underwater tunnel and stuff to connect to there. But with that said, let's show quickly a bit the rest. Then I'm going to do just a little bit of work here and there. Then back to where we started. And then we go down a bit farther to the 2 dividers I mentioned about that I have working on slowly but surely. Started a little pathway to something. And here I'm going to work around that little hill thing. Then continue going on, and then the first of 2 sets of stairs to lead up. And make a little space here and there. And which leads into this small little area. And you can see briefly outside a little bit of a moat, which I think I may do more all around this. And this area is basically like 3 floors basically of more or less just basic. And then also where I'll have the ladders on all 4 sides working. As you see, been working a small little forest of sorts, where I plan on also adding more fish and things. But with that said, then go up to the next level so you can see a little better around. As you see, the roof is the big part I'm working on right now. I plan on actually making this the top level. I'm thinking about maybe trying to build sort of like a small little Pokemon gym or something, is what I'm thinking about doing right now. Though there's still a lot of work to do, though I've put in quite a bit of work so far constructing this. Finish off, obviously, the windows, as you can see, not quite complete yet, but I'm almost done with the 3rd level, being at least windows. And of course, here is where the sides going up. I have the corners done like this already to give me a better idea of what I want to try to build. And I plan on maybe have the metal go all the way up to about here or something, and then have like a big like glass area or something looking down over the forest. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. It's just a little unique and different from my other stuff I've been so far working on in this world. It is actually ended up a lot bigger than I originally expected to make it. But it is definitely going to be pretty decent size. Not huge by any means, not compared to a lot of impressive builds, but I'm just trying some new, bit different building designs and things. But with that said, I'm going to quickly cut up the regular audio and just work a little bit here and there on some of it. Anyways, I'll stay safe out there, and hopefully you can continue checking out some of my Minecraft material from time to time.